This is my first demonstration of my hacked Timex T307s. It's a clock radio that also has 4 different environmental sounds, AM and FM, of course. And the way this works is the first thing you do is turn it on. I've already turned this on for the demonstration, but the next thing is to set the mode. And that's this one here. Pressing it once, whoops, puts it on AM. If you can see right here, it says AM, and this is the station. So I'm going to turn it on in a moment, but before I do that, I want to mention there are 2 buttons that you need to press. This in the back is a forward sweep button, and this is a back sweep button. Okay, so I'm going to turn up the volume. AM seems to be rather noisy. And I'm going to press this button here, forward sweep, hold it down, and you'll notice that the radio is now sweeping forward. I'd like to invite any spirits, spirit guides, angels, deceased family members, or any other benign beings that can hear me to come speak through this radio. I'm going to turn it down a little bit because it's awfully loud. My name is Jeff. If you can hear me, I'd really appreciate you saying something. Saying hello or something along those lines would be really great. And my name is Jeff. And I'm trying out this new radio. Seems like a pretty good radio overall. If you notice here, there's a black screen. This is where the speaker is located. And up on the top, the color of that is silver. Can you tell me what color this is, the speaker? Well, can you tell me what color the top of this radio is? I'm going to turn it up a little bit. So what do you think of this radio? Seems pretty cool to me. In a moment, because it's just a demonstration, I'm going to make the sweep go in reverse. If there are any spirits out there trying to communicate with me, feel free to do so. Okay, I'm going to reverse it by pressing this button here. You'll notice this will stop, and after a few seconds holding the button down, it'll start sweeping in reverse. Okay, it's now sweeping in reverse. What do you think? Any spirits, I'd really like to have a conversation with you. Don't be nervous. I'm not going to hurt you. I welcome any communications I receive. Alright, I'm now going to do a demonstration of FM. There are 2 FM settings here, and I get to it by pressing the mode button again. And you'll notice it'll switch from AM to FM1. There we go, FM1. And again, we sweep the same way as we do on AM, excuse me. We press this button here and hold it down for a moment to sweep forward, and this is going to be sweep backwards. So I'm going to press this, and here we go. You'll notice that FM is quieter. The static isn't nearly as loud as AM, which is easier on my ears. So if there's spirits there, notice I've got my crystals out. They don't do anything. They just kind of look nice. I've got a green one. This is fluoride. It's multicolored. This is clear quartz crystal. This is a smoky quartz crystal. And this is a rose quartz crystal. Can you tell me which one you like by saying the color? Green, clear, white or gray, and pink. Can you say my name? Jeff? Can you tell me your name or names? I'm going to turn it up a little bit, see if that helps. I'd really appreciate if you could try to communicate with me. In a moment, I'm going to reverse the sweep. Okay, I'm going to reverse the sweep now by pressing this button here and holding it down for a moment. You'll notice this will stop, and I'll switch to FM2. Actually, let me switch it to FM2 first, using the mode button. Okay, here's the second FM setting, and I'm going to press it reverse. Again, there's one AM setting and two FM. Here we go. Hold that down, and it's sweeping in reverse now. Do you like this radio? Turn it up a little bit more. Okay, I've turned it up a bit more. I hope it's not too loud. Oops, it stopped. That's the first time that's happened. I have a backdrop here. And I've got different skulls on it. These are Mexican skulls. Looks like something you'd find for Dia de los Muertos, which occurs on October 31st and November 1st. We've also got some cool ghosts. Do you like the skulls or the ghosts? What do you think? Do you have a preference for AM or FM? I'm going to give you just about a minute more to say something to me. And then I'll try environmental sounds. I'm going to say goodbye for now. Can you say goodbye? And while I'm going to turn off the radio, I'm going to give a demonstration of the environmental sounds. So if you want to stick around and speak to me through that, that's fine too. Okay. Goodbye. Thanks for stopping in and trying to communicate with me. Now to switch to the environmental sounds, I again press the mode button, and you see one here. The first one happens to be ocean waves and seagulls. With the 4 environmental sounds on this radio, I suspect this one may be the most promising for communicating with spirits because of the waves are the most similar to just static. I've noticed after it begins that and the seagulls cry out for about a minute or whatever, then it's only ocean waves. So if there are any spirits there and you're still sticking around, I'd really like to hear from you. Okay, I'm going to change it now to the next environment. Again, I'm going to press, actually I have to press the forward button. This one right here. And it now says 2. This appears to be a jungle. And you can hear either running water or perhaps wind blowing through trees. If there are any spirits here and you'd like to say something, feel free to do so. Okay, the next environmental sound, I'm just going to press the forward button again. It says 3, and we have frogs croaking. It's a pretty goofy one. And you can hear them paddling about in a pond. Okay, and for the final environmental sound, I'm going to press this button again. And you see the 4, and these are wind chimes. I don't know if this would work, but who knows? All right, if there are any spirits here and you've tried to communicate with me through the environmental sounds, I'm going to say goodbye now. And in order to stop the sounds, I'm going to press the mode button again. And we are done with the demonstration. Anyways, that's the Timex T307s. And it seemed to be a pretty good little radio. Again, my only complaint is it does not have an output jack, so I can't connect it to an external speaker. And that's my only complaint.